Hey guys, how are you guys doing? So this is the next video, and this is the video in regards to Chick-fil-A and Popeyes and the esoteric meaning behind Chick-fil-A and Popeyes. So you guys have to kind of like learn to decode things and break things down. And I know a lot of other YouTubers do it, and we're all talking about it, and we all have a lot of influence in regards to how you guys can learn to break things down when the matrix starts talking to you, not only so that you can survive, not only so that you can live, which are two different things. Yeah, let me just keep walking through here. Not only so that you can survive, so that you can live, but that you can also become immortal. That's like the whole point of you, like the power of transmutation is immortality. So everybody's talking about the Chick-fil-A and the Popeyes. So they're all both companies are on social media talking about how one chicken sandwich is better than the other, and that the other chicken sandwich is better than the next. Meanwhile, they're all out of the fucking they're all out of the chicken sandwich. Like, you have to go early and get your chicken sandwiches. They're all limited. So what you have to do to start understanding what they're actually talking about is take the names of each company and see what they're talking about. Chick-fil-A is a abbreviation for chicken fillet. So as opposed to saying chicken fillet, as chicken, just the regular word chicken, and fillet, which is I'm sure I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Listen, I'm from New York. F-I-L-L-E-E-T. As opposed to saying chicken fillet, you call it chicken fillet. And the letter A is emphasized, right? There's nothing to do with chicken, really, even though that's their brand and what they sell. Both companies is what they sell, is what they're good at. Besides the shrimp, is what they're good at is their chicken. They're known for the way that they do the chickens. So Chick-fil-A emphasizes the letter A. You have to see what the letter A means and what the frequency of the letter A is. And the letter A symbolizes the universal symbol of not just the pyramid, not just the Pythagorean theorem, but it also represents the pentagram. So it's both the symbol of the divine feminine and the divine masculine mixed together. So it's a universal alchemical symbol. Is what the Chick-fil-A actually stands for. So Chick-fil-A means chicken, who provides a lot of protein, even though a lot of people don't like to eat it, and they substitute the protein when they become vegetarians or pescatarians. They don't eat chicken anymore. However, it doesn't mean that they're not intaking their protein, but for the forms of esoterics and for what it means, they are the givers of not just the protein or the prototype of the pentagram. That's what their name actually means. Then you have Popeyes, who represents the actual Popeye, who is a sailor man. And the sailor man goes around and sails across oceans, right? And he sails across oceans to either be the provider of the fish, just like Jesus Christ was, and to be the father, to be a provider, to be a protector, to always assist the wife, who is for some reason always in trouble, and he has to go and save the day. Popeyes, doo-doo, and he has to intake his protein to save the day. And what does that mean? It just reminds you of the Father. Whatever name you use for the Father, that's what Popeyes stands for. So it tells you it's the same message. We are the providers of the protein, because without the divine feminine and divine masculine, without the protein of the divine masculine and divine feminine, you cannot survive. Yeah? That's what they're telling you. So both companies are telling you, we are the providers of protein that comes from the chicken. We provide a lot of protein, or sources of protein, no matter. I know that you guys are gonna get into like the whole like, oh, but they use chicken and the chicken is produced like this. Outside of the way that the chicken is produced, that's what their companies do. The companies give you protein within the matrix, which some people do not like to perceive as the healthiest chicken, because it's processed, because of the way that the chickens are killed, etc. But that's not what we're talking about. And so they're both the providers of protein, both for the divine feminine and the divine masculine. So for both men and women, children, whether that's a boy or a girl, we provide you the protein for you to survive in the matrix at somewhat of a low cost. Okay. Now, why are they going head to head? In the smaller spectrum, people are like, oh, well, they're just competing. It's marketing. It's healthy competition. It's healthy competition. It's not. They're not competing for healthy competition, you guys. They are trying to transmute what's going on, not just with the Amazon, not just with what's going on with the Amazon, but they're trying to tell you we have provided you so much protein to the point where we have sold out our product and you can still survive. And you guys have to kind of like see what the companies are actually telling you. Some of these companies that have produced themselves or have created themselves, most of them are being ran by Masonic people. Most of them have been created by a Mason, whether that's a female or a male, who is part of the continuation of the story of creation, right? That's their initial responsibility, and we're going to talk about that more and more on my channel as time goes along. So once I get inspired and I have to make these videos, I'm going to shoot them out, I'm going to edit them, I'll talk to you guys in regards to what it is. But for right now, you guys have to see, like, okay, so we what are the companies actually telling us? They're telling us that we can go out there and do it ourselves. We can market ourselves. We have the power to not just make a company go absolutely broke, but we also have the power to market, and we did it on our own. And I feel like a lot of people didn't get the bigger message, or are not getting the bigger message in regards to what Chick-fil-A and Popeyes is actually doing. We're creating more competition to see who will be, who will survive, what message you guys will give, or who the surviving party is, and what is their goal. Meanwhile, you have two companies that do the exact same thing. Regardless of what the companies do on the outside and like who they represent, whether they are for Trump or the Democratic Party or whatever the case may be, the fact of the matter is that they both represent the same thing, and you guys have to understand, okay? Maybe I'll do the challenge. Maybe I'll go and like taste the Chick-fil-A, because I do have another channel. You guys can go ahead on my Instagram. I promote it all the time on my Insta Snap, because I see who's watching. I see which one of you psychopaths are watching. I see everything and also hear everything. Yeah, that's basically what that is in the bigger spectrum, in the bigger picture of things. And then there's going to be conspiracy theorists that are going to be like, okay, well, they just want you to consume until you can't consume anymore. They just want to put all this product and all this stuff within your system. They want to destroy you. They want to keep you like out of ascension. Yes. Some people are going to say this, and you're absolutely right. But if you are an alchemist, you will see the difference. You'll be part of the matrix, you'll be vibing off the matrix, but the matrix will work for you. Because if you are still eating chicken, or you haven't moved on to eating less food, or like, for example, like myself, I have created like a diet for myself, even though a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, she was just trying to save her man money, she was just trying to pay her bills. Yes, I was, and it actually worked. Yes, I was, and that shit worked, because none of you can go where I'm going. So it's either I'm gonna get out or I'm gonna be pushed out. Try not to be on the side of the people that push me out, because it never ends pretty. But I mean, look, somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to work. Anyway, look, that is my breakdown of the whole Chick-fil-A Popeye situation. I am going to see if maybe on my other channel I will try both the sandwiches out. I'm not going to tell you that I'm going to eat both sandwiches, because I probably won't. Because number one, I don't eat that much. I don't intake that much food. Like, that's just too much for my stomach and the way I have trained my body, and the things that I ingest are no longer the same. So I'm not telling you guys that you guys are gonna stop eating crazy foods. For those of you that conspiracy theories that you guys are not gonna eat McDonald's, I eat everything via proportion. I don't eat things like, unless it's like seafood, maybe I can eat it in lump sum, but everything is proportions for me. I can eat things from the Dollar Tree, packs of like beef, like ravioli, like it's nobody's business with hot sauce, die for like the next 2 seconds, and then I can go back to eating like salads, like for lunch and dinner or whatever the case may be. But I still eat meat. I still eat chicken and stuff. So I hope you guys understand like the bigger picture of what it means and the whole meaning of both companies and how you can break it down, and what people are saying. Like, go on social media and see what people are saying and see how much of a ruckus it creates. Also, every time something like this happens, some sort of challenge is pushed out on social media, it's a way of manipulating the algorithm of the social media where the challenge is being taken place. Okay, so in this case, the challenge is being taken place not just on social media but outside of social media. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys understand that it's informative, that it's just information that I'm putting out, and stay tuned for the next video. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next. Bye guys.